Alright guys, so I'm going to go over another talking video of the Glock factory mags and the off-brand magazines for Glocks. I'm going to go over the pros and cons, just do a little talk over, and show you guys the pros and cons of going with factory and going with the non-factory magazines, and also what I think of them, how to tell the difference between the two, and how they perform pretty much. So first off, as you can tell, you can easily see there's a difference between the two. The off-brand, at least the one that I got, has they have a warning label on them, as the factory mags do not. If you go to the back, they both have 9mm on the top. The off-brand has for law enforcement only. I'm not sure if that's because I got it after 2000 when they banned magazines, so they know of which ones. But this is actually a rebuild kit, and it does have original parts from a high cap magazine before 2000, which I found in my attic. But other than that, it's got Glock ink from Georgia right in the middle of the letters, when this one, or the factory mag, does not. They both have the Glock logo. They both have Austria or Australia, however you want to pronounce it. And then on the bottom, they also have a little bit of a difference. They both have the Glock logo. But on the factory mag right here, they do not have a serial number, while the non-factory mag does have a serial number. Other than that, they're exactly the same. Like I said, they function great. I've only had one problem with them out of probably like 600 to 700 rounds. I've only had one slide lock on me, while I still had some rounds in the magazine, but that was one time last week. I noticed the more I use them, the more they drop free. They still get stuck up a little bit. But the main problem I have with these, and the reason why they're not in my competition bag or they're not in my home defense drawer, is because they usually get stuck. I'll make another clip at the end of the video and show you guys. But they end up getting stuck in the mag well, and that's going to cost me time in a home defense situation and in competition. And in competition and home defense, time is your worst enemy. You want, or actually it's your best friend, you want more of it. And the more time you spend trying to reload, if you need to, then the worse off you're going to be. Other than that, they work great. One pro or good thing about the non-factory mags is they are a lot cheaper. I got these for about $16.99 because I shopped around, brand new for the rebuild kits. The factory mags, those average for about 30 bucks. Some places sell them for 40 bucks. Again, like I said in my last video, if you guys shop around, you guys need to start shopping around, because if you pay these high prices, then if they're going to sell it at that high price, then they're going to try and make as much profit as they can. But if we shop around and we buy the cheaper mags, or actually the lower price mags, not cheaper mags, and we buy the lower price mags, then they're not going to be trying to sell those high prices and make as much money as they can. And yeah, if you guys shop around, I highly suggest shopping around. You can shop around just about anywhere on the internet, and you can find better prices on just about everything. Yeah, like I was saying, about 16 bucks. These average for about 30 bucks. Other than that, they function great. For if you're looking for a range magazine, I highly suggest it. If you're looking for a competition mag, I definitely go with the factory Glock magazine. Pay a little bit extra. I guess you could sand these down, because the way I found out why they don't drop free is actually because they are just a little bit wider than factory magazines. Let me get the glare out of you guys. So you guys can see on the micrometer right there the actual how many inches it is. 0.908 inches, while the factory mag comes out to be just a little bit under that, and it ends up being 0.891 inches. So you can tell you can see there's a big difference in the width of the magazine, which is why I get stuck in the mag well. But yeah, other than them not dropping free, I'd highly recommend these non-factory magazines, at least the ones I got. I know there's different companies out there making these. So I guess it just depends on what company you go with. But the ones that I got, which I'm unsure of, but these non-factory magazines, I definitely recommend them and say if you're looking for a range mag, those are the ones for you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this off to the clip of me showing you guys how they function in the gun. So let's go ahead and go over to that. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to you guys and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Gun's clear, don't need to worry about it. If you guys noticed, this is not the Blackhawk Surface System. This is actually what was in the mystery box. Let me get a little closer. This is actually what was in the mystery box from Zombie Tactics. It's actually a holster system that he ended up giving to me to let me put up against the Blackhawk Surface System, so I could do a head-to-head test and just get my hands on it and see how it does, in my opinion. So, but yeah, let's get back to the magazines. So pretty much right here, I have one of the cheaper rebuild kits that I bought for my original pre-bands that I ended up building, and I put the bodies on it because they're pretty worn. But pretty much what happens is, as you can see, they get stuck. If you have that straight down, it comes a little slow, but not really reliable. It ends up getting stuck this way. If you don't have it completely straight, right here is a factory OEM mag. And it drops free, no problem. Pretty much, they work fine. They're great range magazines for the price. I got them for about 20 bucks shipped. I got them off somebody on the website. They were used. Well, they're actually brand new, but he said they were used, but they pretty much look brand new. They function brand new. They function just fine. The only problem that I've had was that they don't drop free. Only reason why I'm not going to use them for competition. They do have a sticker on the side. I've already tried taking one of them off on one of them. Doesn't really make a difference. They're still just wider. The body is actually wider than the factory magazines. And but they, like I was saying, they function just fine. Probably shot maybe 500 to 600 rounds through just these magazines to test their reliability. They work fine. They just don't drop free. So that's why I'm not going to use them for competitions or my home defense. I don't want to have to worry about losing time or putting my life on the line because my magazine gets stuck in my pistol. So yeah, pretty much other than that, they're great magazines. I'd recommend them if you're just looking for like to take them to the range or whatever. They work great. So yeah, I'd highly recommend them if you're not looking to put your life on the line or looking for competitions. You might be able to sand them down, but I don't like modifying stuff. I like to buy it where it works, and you don't got to do anything with it. But other than that, they seem to work and function great. There was one time actually with the cheaper magazines that I ended up getting a slide lock back when I had one left in the magazine. That's only happened to me once out of probably 500 to 600 rounds so far. But I'm still going to be testing them. If anything changes, I'll throw another video up with my new thoughts and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the magazines and how I rate the cheaper knockoff magazines to the factory OEM mags.